How did we first get into fitness?
How did you first get into fitness?
I first got into fitness when I was around 11 years old. That's when I first started playing rugby.
I've always, since I was younger, been into sort of team sports and individual sports.
I played for like a local team for probably like 4 or 5 years, and then I was scouted towards a semi-professional squad. And from there, I tried getting into the academy, but unfortunately, I dislocated my knee, which absolutely sucked.
Those that know me, I used to be quite a good golfer, which I enjoyed a lot. What else I used to do? Basically, I used to just participate in any team sport I could. In school, I did basketball, hockey, football, a little bit of rugby.
Definitely found weightlifting or strongman-based movements after that. The coaching wasn't particularly great in regards to strength and conditioning, but yeah, that's where I first started joining fitness, kind of.
Yeah, and as an extension of that, obviously, if I wanted to get better at the sport, I was told I have to go to the gym and get fitter. Went to the gym and almost fell in love, probably fall in love evenly more with the gym than I did with the sport. Just loved seeing the progress I made in terms of fitness, strength, and just physical ability. So from there, I kind of started going to the gym, and then, I loved the gym so much, I wanted to make a career out of it. So I went and did PT, and here I am today. How do I stay structured with my workout?
Training logs.
So there's multiple ways you can do it. Depends on what works for you. So there are training diaries, so you can get a book, so you can log what you do. That way, when you do your next session, you can see what you did before, and you know how to progress from there.
Yeah.
There's loads of great apps out there. SugarWOD being a really good one for tracking your progress. Does it all digitally for you in an app. Training log or fitness app. What does the AOP protocol entail? The whole all-out performance ethos is about us being as well-rounded as possible.
The best way of describing the AOP protocol is it is a hybrid of all different fitness.
And obviously making sure that you don't just progress in one thing, you progress in everything. So we revolve, our training sort of kind of goes around a year cycle.
So it's like the embodiment of functional fitness, but I'm not talking about the CrossFit style of things. I'm talking about, we have the strength element, we have the conditioning, we have the mental toughness, we have all sorts of things going on within each session, but it's all tailoring towards PRing on all your lifts and making you physically fitter, both mentally and stronger. Mentally and stronger, that makes no sense.
You'll do a little bit of weightlifting for a little while, and then you'll take a step away and you'll do a little bit of powerlifting for a while, then you take a step away of that, do a bit of strongman for a while. Also incorporating gymnastics movements throughout the year, so improving our ability to do pull-ups, press-ups, handstand push-ups, whatever. And a lot of our conditioning-based stuff is based off bodybuilding style movements to target particular movement patterns, so pushing, pulling, squatting, you name it. Just, can I do it by myself? Yes, you can. The whole program is designed based off individual
That question made no sense.
training, but there's no reason why, because me and Ash do this sometimes. Can I do it by myself?
Sweet.
We'll take one of the workouts, we'll turn it into a little team workout. All of our conditioning workouts are all high intensity interval based style training. So obviously we do a lot of our workouts kind of you go, I go, rather than based off a timer. So you can do it alone and you can do it with a friend. If I'm short on time, what's the best routine? HIIT training. So HIIT training stands for high intensity interval training.
Do we divulge that information? Basically, we have the main body of the AOP training protocol, which is an hour-long sessions. We've timed them, we've done all of them to make sure they do actually finish within an hour. But we also have a super secret, super duper project coming out very, very soon, which is going to be perfect towards the people that are struggling on time and or don't like gyms.
High intensity interval training, obviously if you're short on time, perfect thing. You can take anywhere between 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And it's obviously high intensity, so it's everything the body needs, obviously a high intensity in a very short time. I have no motivation, help. So motivation is a very tricky subject to talk about.
The problem is with motivation is there are so many variables towards that one word of motivation. So there's so many things in our body that will alter our focus towards lifting. So for example, you haven't had enough water, you haven't eaten enough, you haven't slept enough. It's literally a massive body of various different things.
Because obviously people are motivated in different ways, whether it's based on how they look or what they want to be able to achieve and stuff like that.
If your motivation levels are low, change things up. Or if they seriously are low, take a day off. world's not going to end. It's that simple. Or another thing that we personally do, if we come into a session we're not particularly feeling it, we would do a really high volume based session, just plenty of bodybuilding focused style sets, so that it gets the endorphins flowing, and 99% of the time it does trigger our motivation to come back up again. But remember, you're just human.
What I'd suggest if you're low motivation is take a step back and remember why you started in the first place. Whether it's to get leaner, get stronger, be fitter, be happy with your appearance, whatever. Come back, look at that, take a good second to think about why you're doing it, and that tends to re-spark my motivation anyway.